Now, if you're anything like me and your lower back sounds like someone stepping on bubble wrap every time you stand up after a gaming session, this review might come in handy. I just got my hands on the AutoFull M6 Ultra 2.0, one of the most feature-packed gaming chairs on the market right now. This chap on the box seems especially pleased with his. Let's see if I'm just as happy by the end of this review. I'm going to spend some serious time with it, try out all the features and see whether they actually make a difference, or if they're just there to make the spec sheet look impressive. So before you go dropping a small fortune on one of these, let's see what it's actually like. Oh, and it seems to be cat approved. That's the first box ticked. Look, like anyone else, a dedicated gaming chair wasn't really something that ever crossed my mind. Ever. Gaming on the sofa, or pretty much any other chair, was always my go-to. But lately, that just hasn't been cutting it anymore. Quick gaming sessions are absolutely fine, but anything longer, my back starts filing complaints with HR. So that's really why I wanted to try the AutoFull M6 Ultra 2. Before we move on, massive thanks to AutoFull for sending this chair over for review. If you'd like to get one for yourself, link is in the description right now. Now, I don't know if you've Googled gaming chairs lately, but the list is ridiculous. It's like trying to pick a game during a Steam sale. Thousands of options, half of them look exactly the same, and somehow you still end up more confused than when you started. But after watching a bunch of reviews beforehand, the AutoFull M6 Ultra 2 was one chair that kept coming up again and again. AutoFull's clearly making a name for itself too. They recently sponsored IEM Cologne 2026 and have their champion Nico on board as their global ambassador. It's also the world's first gaming chair with cooling, heating and massage built in. Sounds good to me. So the first thing that genuinely surprised me was the build quality. After putting it together, which was dead easy by the way, took about 20 minutes, I could tell straight away this felt less like a gaming chair and more like a premium car seat. The sculpting around the backrest and headrest give it that bucket seat feel, and although it's synthetic leather, it has a really nice finish to it. It's smooth, feels premium, it's breathable, wear resistant, and if you're anything like me and occasionally manage to spill your drink mid-gaming session, it's incredibly easy to wipe clean. The ergonomic 3D headrest here is an absolute work of art. Proper neck support during long sessions, and these wings on the side here give you extra coverage too. Now for your benefit, I'm not going to spend 5 minutes tapping bits of plastic and telling you they feel premium. Trust me, the hand feel of this thing, it just feels incredibly well made. Honestly, I can't fault the build quality. Now, probably one of the most important factors when getting a chair, comfort. On paper, the chair is loaded with features. You've got adjustable lumbar support, 4D armrests, reclining, a pull-out leg rest. Basically, enough adjustments to make you wonder whether you're buying a chair or configuring a Formula 1 seat. But the best feature for me is this. Oh, now we're talking, baby. This for me completely changes the experience. It's the perfect new dad chair because it's the sort of comfort where you think, I'll just sit here for 5 minutes while the baby is crawling around. And then 45 minutes later, you've accidentally had the best nap you've had all week. And then the wife asks you why the baby is in the garden playing with a fox. Which I may or may not have done. Gaming for hours just takes it out of you sometimes, so having the option to fully recline, stick your feet up and just switch off is something I seriously didn't realise I'd appreciate as much as I do. So the leg rest slides out smoothly, flips over into position, and then all you have to do is pull the lever to recline the backrest. So simple yet so effective. So once you sit in it properly, you really start to notice how much support it gives you. Your lower back and head are fully supported, which, trust me, makes all the difference. I'd even go as far as saying it's more comfortable than my car seat. So one thing I noticed is that the seat itself is actually noticeably wider than most chairs I've used. You don't really feel squeezed into it. You just sit down and relax, which I really like. Now one thing I really love is just how easy everything is to adjust. So the seat height adjustment is smooth, the recline mechanism feels solid, and every lever has a really reassuring action to it. Nothing feels stiff or flimsy, and you don't find yourself wrestling with the chair every time you need to make an adjustment. Getting comfortable only takes a few seconds as well. Also, notice the chair rolls really nicely. It's a small detail but makes a ton of difference. The wheels feel sturdy and actually have some give to them rather than being completely solid, And because of this, they glide smoothly across the floor, so moving around your desk doesn't feel like you're dragging a shopping trolley with a wonky wheel. It's one of those things you don't really think about until you use a chair that doesn't do it very well. Once you've got your height, armrests, and recline dialed in, it just feels right. Like the chair is working with you rather than making you adapt to it. And speaking of the armrests, these things move a lot. You can raise them, lower them, move them forward, backwards, rotate them inwards, rotate them outwards. These things are more flexible than I am. Ah! So once you've got everything dialed in to suit your body, you generally feel like you're sat in some sort of pilot seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Now onto the clever stuff. The M6 Ultra 2 comes with built-in cooling, heating, and massage functions. Now this is the base model, which means these features need external power. If you'd rather go wireless, there's also a Pro model with a removable battery that you just charge up. Personally, I just plugged a power bank into the USB cable and tucked it neatly into the storage pouch at the back of the seat. Job done. All the controls sit on the right hand side of the chair and they're really straightforward to use. Here, I'll show you. So you've got basically 3 levels of massage for both the seat and the lower back. Now it's worth mentioning this version uses vibration rather than a knead-in massage, which is available on the Pro model. Would a knead-in massage be nicer? Without a shadow of a doubt, but honestly, this feels surprisingly good still. Then there's the cooling. Now, considering we've been having temperatures in the UK pushing about 30 degrees recently, this couldn't have arrived at a better time. The cooling is seat only, so there's no cooling through the backrest, which would have been nice, but the seat itself generally works. Let's just say your backside would be very happy. Heating is also included. I did give it a go, although testing heating during a heat wave feels a bit like reviewing a radiator in the Sahara. I'll definitely be making much more use of that come winter. Now, let me tell you one thing. Once I had the seat cooling on, the chair fully reclined, the leg rest out, and both massage functions running, I was buzzing. Literally. It was absolute bliss. At this point, it felt less like a gaming chair and more like I've accidentally booked myself into a spa. The only downside is, it's probably not the ideal way to play Shinobi. It's hard to feel like a deadly ninja when you're one lavender candle away from falling asleep. Now, no product is perfect. I would have loved a locking mechanism for the armrests so you don't accidentally adjust them. The base model also needs external power for the smart features, which is fine, the cable is long enough. It wasn't really an issue with a power bank, but if you want everything built in, you probably want to look at the Pro model. And finally, this isn't exactly a small chair. Make sure you've actually got room for it. So, is this the ultimate gaming chair, you ask? Well, full disclosure, I'm not a chair connoisseur. I'm just your average Joe. But I can tell you this is the best chair I've ever sat in to game. The main draw for me is the comfort first and foremost, especially with a full recline and leg rest. It's so good. The build quality is also fantastic as well. Now, the adjustments just let you tailor it exactly how you want. And the cooling and massage aren't just gimmicks, they're things that I genuinely enjoyed using. More importantly though, it's made long gaming sessions enjoyable again. And that's exactly what I wanted from it. I never thought I'd be someone who got excited about a gaming chair, but now that I've been using the AutoFull M6 Ultra 2, I really don't want to go back. I guess once you've driven a Ferrari for a while, it's hard to go back to a Honda. And I think that's probably the biggest compliment I can give it.